Well, no progress at the house today, but I bought my own tractor with a backhoe, and can't really see it, but it's got a brush hog and a York rake back there, and a ripper tool for dragging irrigation line in and stuff. So it's not new. It's definitely not new, but it's new to me, and it'll do the job. It's like a good old Chevy here. Just keep doing the job. 1500, this thing just keeps working. It's got some problems, but it just keeps going. Never breaks. Anyway, here's a little pan around. Massey Ferguson. 1433. It's a big guy. A little bigger than the one I was renting. But it's got the hoop over there. It's just folded down. Whatnot. But I'm happy with it. More freedom on the new property. I don't have to pay the rental fee at Home Depot anymore, and use it whenever I want. It's always going to be there. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys had a good day and managed to stay dry somewhat. And a huge thank you to my buddy John for letting me use his trailer to go get it. That definitely made it possible. Otherwise, it would have been total chaos. Thanks, John. Appreciate you as always. Well, a little curveball on the way home tonight. Yeah, I'd stop and fuel up the tractor and put air in the tires while I was at the gas station. I'm sitting there putting air in the tire, and those huge tires take a lot of air. And I'm just standing there. I'm looking down at the wheels on the trailer. I mean, why is that one dirty? The lug nuts are all loose. That's not good. I'll see if it'll tighten up, but if not, I might have to put the spare on. Oh boy. Glad that tire was taking a while, because I gotta put a couple hours each way on this thing tomorrow. And an hour on it tonight. So, hey, glad I saw it now before the wheel came off on the highway. Thanks for watching. Well, that didn't go too well. Basically what happened is the wheel's been loose so long that the nuts had backed off, let the wheel get loose, and the wheel started smashing into the threads on the studs and the ends of the nuts also. And I can't even back the nut off. So the studs are damaged, the nuts are damaged, and the rim's damaged. And it's not like an incident that happened, it's just, it's been loose a very long time. And loose to the point where you couldn't tell, and then slowly started moving and working its way around and shifting and rattling and banging. And now, probably years later, here we are. Like I said, I'm just glad that the tractor needed air in the tires. I was just stopping to put fuel in it, diesel, so it was full when I get out there tomorrow morning at the new house, and tires looked like they were a little low, so I went over to the air pump, and the air pump was taking forever because the tires are huge. And I'm just standing there getting absolutely soaked. It's pouring out. I'm soaked to the bone right now, and just standing there waiting on the pump, and just happened to look down and standing right between both tires, and I'm like, I know what that is. And not too often do you have two tires on a trailer that are that close on a pretty new trailer. It's only a couple years old. That one's going to be really dirty and one's going to be really clean. They're typically all the same amount of dirt. So yeah, so definitely a bummer. And my buddy John was supposed to meet me out there first thing in the morning so we could get the scrap metal loaded up on that trailer with that tractor and into the bed of his dump truck also. And looks like plans are changing. So sorry, John, but I'll be down here at some point in the morning. I'll get all new wheel studs and nuts and get the wheel off and put it all back together and be good as new. Probably need a new rim also, but it's got a brand new spare that can go on in the meantime. And yeah, make it happen. Curveball, but whatever, is what it is. Hope you guys' night went a little better than mine, but here we are. We'll recover. Have a good night. Well, after too much driving around, managed to get wheel studs and nuts for it. So got those beat out, pressed back in, and give you a walk around. So here we go, all the new studs in. There's some of the old ones, the other ones in the bag from matching it up. But if you guys can judge weight much, you got the tractor with the backhoe, front end loader, brush hog, York rake, and some other stuff tied in there, and then the whole trailer. Check out this little 1.5 ton Pittsburgh racing jack holding this whole thing up. Yeah, that's Colby's jack. Think he's gonna be mad that I'm putting that much weight on it. Pretty impressive that's holding, isn't it? Like holy crap. Just kidding. I jacked the front of the tongue way up, and then I blocked it here, and then I let the front down. So as it went down, it lifted the back up. And it got to the point where I could just rest my foot on the front of the trailer and the back tire would come off the ground. So I just needed just a little bit of extra pressure just to pick that up off the ground so I can slide the wheel off. So there's almost no pressure on that thing. But looks funny, doesn't it? And also, I was doing a little comparison here. And if you look at this wheel that was loose, this is a shop triangle. And these ones are like a dull triangle. So this one doesn't match the front wheel. The front wheel and tire matches the spare that's on there that's brand new. This tire is different and this rim is different than that one and the spare. Now, we go over the other side. This front one has the dull triangles and the matching tire as the spare in the other front one. Now the rear one that was loose on that side has a rim with a shop triangle in it. This has the shop triangle and the matching tire as the one that was loose on that side. Now, if you take a peek in there, you can see that that lug nut is loose. See the trail of rusty dirt coming out of it? Not coming out of any of the others. So these wheels were swapped at some point in the thing's life and probably not torqued properly, judging by that one being loose and the other one getting so loose that it ate everything up. So I don't know. Could have even been done right at the factory. Who knows? Maybe it's just two different wheels, and that's the way it came. But whatever. We're on the recovery mission now. Now I just got to put it back together and tighten up this side, and we'll be good to go. I'll give you a final update on a picture of everything all done. There we go. That's better. All the studs, nuts, spare on there, and the kind of messed up rim on as a spare. Be good enough to get you off the road. And then this side here, these ones were all a little bit loose. This one was pretty loose and like stuck from the rust from it being loose, so I had to move that back and forth, got a little grease on there. And then that under one was pretty loose. So we got all tight lug nuts. Now we'll go put air in all the tires and then we'll try and pick back up where we started off yesterday in the pouring rain. At least the weather's better today. It's cold, but the sun's out. It's always a good day when the sun's out. You guys having a good day? Talk to you later. Well, back on the site today, and been out of here for like 5 days. I feel like a bum, but I buy another trailer, and bought a tractor. Got rained out. Had to work on my buddy's trailer that I borrowed for the tractor, and there's been a handful of delays. So back here now, and I got my buddy coming for all the scrap metal, and we're gonna work on getting that all loaded up. And yeah, we got 2 extra dumpsters here, and hopefully all this scrap metal here, and that farm implement over there, probably some of those barrels over there, and a bunch of metal that came out of the house, all that, and maybe that workbench over there. But we'll work on getting this stuff out and loaded up today. It's definitely brisk today. I think we're down in the 20s again, and yeah, so I'll set up a time lapse with the other camera and see how we do. I'll check in later. All the stuff I had piled on there, we put the tractor on, then we stuffed it all on with a forklift. But I don't have the forklift. So, working alone, trying to unload it myself with the backhoe itself. And it's proven to be very time consuming. But we're getting it done with no incidents. That one's hanging, levitating perfectly. That one was a little bit of a on the machine, off the machine, back and forth a bunch. But got this one levitating. Let's see if I can get it swung off and out of the way. But all these little things take time, so we'll get there. So, me and my buddy John here, we're getting all the scrap metal out of around the property. Not all of it, just the stuff we've gathered. There's a lot more. But walking around the house right now, and I just realized I didn't even know I had a greenhouse. Look at that. The vines went right up inside the storm window, and they were thriving in there. Pretty wild. Crazy, but wild. Well, John was here helping me today. We got the big implement on the trailer, and we didn't think we were going to fill the dump truck with metal. Here we are with a filled dump truck of metal. And then there's the trailer out there with the implement on it. John's over there somewhere. I don't know where he's at. But there's a crap load more metal on the property. Sorry, I'm mumbling. My face is frozen. But yeah, a lot more metal on the property when we get to it. So, not too bad of a day today. We got a bunch cleared out of the bushes and everything else, so it's good. I'll check in later.